service, as people are getting seated and settled, just make sure that you join me and turn our cell phones into meditation mode. And for those of you out on the patio, good morning. Those of you in the sanctuary, good morning. And those of you online, if you're sitting here right now or tuning in right now, I'm Reverend Keith, and this is our Soul Center meditation service. Our music and message begins in about a half an hour. And as people are making their way in, for those of you at home, online, go ahead and make sure you close the door, draw the blinds, whatever you need to do to create that sacred space. And as you're doing that, I'm just going to do a couple reminders, as we always do. Our meditation, we always do a stillness meditation before service. And that stillness is preceded with a centering. And centering in meditation is the part where we take wherever we were before the moment of meditation. On a scale of 1 to 10, I was very active, very thinking and analytical, to peaceful and calm and relaxed, wherever I am on that scale. And we're just allowing ourselves to gently move into a space where we don't think. All meditation is geared at communion with Spirit, even though some meditation practices of late in the past years or so have just had it be more of a calm with kind of no real connection to the divine. But you can't avoid being connected to the divine, because the divine is back of everything. And meditation is about being still and communing with your soul, with the divine, even if that is called just peace, or love, or calm. Because peace and love and calm, those are eternal frequency energies. And an eternal frequency energy is as opposed to a temporal energy. Worry, anxiety, confusion, stress, those are temporal. And they actually have no staying value whatsoever, except to that which we give it. And so when we commune with Spirit and we move into the eternal frequencies, all of those temporal energies dissolve. And we return back to that place, if you could imagine, when you were first born into this world. Most of us don't remember those first years, because for the most part, our surface mind is tied to space-time. And so a lot of our memories are tied to space-time. But the great memory is beyond that. And that's what meditation is. It's moving into the great remembering of who we truly are beyond space-time. And so I always like to remind people, some people find meditation difficult. They say, oh, it's so difficult for me to calm the monkey mind. And yeah, that would probably be the most challenging part. But the truth is, it's the easiest thing in the world, because you don't have to do anything except relax. So it is kind of ironic that relaxation can sometimes be difficult. So I'm going to invite you to join me with the intention that we're going to let go of that definition and know that it is what it is. It's easy. It's easy to relax. I allow it to be easy to relax. There's no difficulty, only ease. So those are the intentions that we can bring to the meditation, and then there's the intention that the meditation itself has. Because I know many of you have done various kinds, from Vipassana meditations, where you just no talking whatsoever, no moving, no anything, to stillness meditations, to activations, to inquiry, to moving meditations. And they all share the same golden thread, and that's relaxation and communion with Spirit. So there's the intention built into the meditation, an activation similar to a mantra, is to activate a particular frequency of eternal energy, always eternal. And then a inquiry meditation or a visioning is to seek an answer to a greater question. And so those are the intentions built into specific meditations, some of them, and then there's the ones we bring. So with that, the intention here in a stillness meditation after we center is to just sit in what many call the observer or the witness, where you just observe and witness from the highest vantage point, like when you were born. When you were born, you weren't connected to space-time. You were just, when you look at in newborns and infants, when they're just kind of like doing that, because they're not connected to space-time yet, but they're fully aware. They're very aware. And they're more keenly aware of the eternal frequencies. So we're just going to return to that, if you will. If you hear every word I say, wonderful. I'll guide us into a centering. We'll center our emotions, our bodies, our minds. If you don't hear a word I say, that's okay too. No efforting, no trying is kind of the key here. And with that being said, I think the rest will be self-explanatory. I'll just invite you to join me as we get comfortable. And by getting comfortable, whether you sit with your feet firmly on the ground, or you sit lotus or Indian style, or some other position, the intention is that all the channels, all the meridians of your physical, emotional, and mental bodies are wide open. Your body knows what that means. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and begin. And as always, we begin by first giving ourselves permission to relax. Just saying to ourselves and our minds, I give myself permission to relax. As we invite, as we evoke, and as we allow the divine energies of peace and love, beauty and joy, calm and serenity to wash over us and to rise up from within us, knowing that we have no place to go, we have nothing to do except completely melt into relaxation. And so we do so by deliberately relinquishing and letting go of any concerns, any to-dos, any tension, and all stress. And so I invite you to bring your awareness to your crown at the top of your head. And imagine your crown is like the dome of an observatory that is wide open to gaze at the cosmos. And as we open our crown, I invite you now to bring your awareness to your breath and your breathing without changing it, but just becoming aware of the inhalation and the exhalation exactly as it is. And solely through intention and observation, intending that we are allowing our breath and our breathing to become fuller, fresher, deeper, and wider. And so I invite you to imagine for a moment that you're breathing through the crown at the top of your head. Imagine as you inhale the breath coming in through your crown, traveling down through your throat center, through your heart, and all the way down to the bottom of your belly, down to the base of your spine. And as you exhale, feel it rise up and release from your crown. Some feel or notice the inhalation coming in through the crown, traveling down the back of the body to the tailbone, rounding forward and exhaling, feeling it rise up the front of the body and releasing from the crown like a plume of steam. So I invite you to join me with a couple more repetitions of just being aware of your breath as it recalibrates. Inhaling, drawing the energy in through your crown, down along your spine into your hips. Exhaling, feeling it rise up the front of your body and releasing. For the moment, I invite you to allow the inhalation to be that which draws in more eternal energy. Inhaling peace, calm, serenity. And I invite you to allow the exhalation to be the vehicle of release. Exhaling, letting go of all figuring and analyzing. Inhaling, drawing in the eternal energy of clarity. Exhaling, letting go all energies associated with efforting and trying. Inhaling the energy of ease and spaciousness. Exhaling, letting go of all distractions, both outer and inner. Inhaling, feeling the energy growing and glowing within your body as a contagion of relaxation begins to wash through your veins. And as we exhale, I invite you to join me as we let go of space and time, deliberately letting go of the past and all energetic connections to it. Exhaling and letting go of the future and all energetic projections to it. Exhaling and letting go of the present and any tethers or ties to it. And as we inhale, you can feel the cycle of the eternal beginning to fan the eternal, internal flame, the very essence of your true nature. Many feel that energy around the heart. And as your chest illuminates and the heart opens even wider, I invite you to feel, maybe see or sense, that which many have experienced as light overflowing your heart, and like waves of cascading, glittering light, flowing down into your toes. And imagine yourself standing, a silhouette of your body, your feet, toes, heels, and ankles illuminating as the energy begins to fill and rise and shins. Soothing, softening, strengthening as relaxation, rejuvenation begin to rise into your hamstrings and thighs, swirling around the root at the base of your spine as your hips fill with light. This contagion of peace rising into your belly and lower back. And you can feel all your organs flooding with the rejuvenating light of wellness, vitality, and relaxation. As that energy makes its way up into your middle back and core, you can feel it in your stomach, adrenals, pancreas, spine. And as it makes its way back up into your heart and chest, your lungs, spleen, liver and gallbladder all illuminating. The shoulder blades and shoulders, softening, strengthening. And as you bring your awareness to your face, your cheeks, your jaw, we can feel ourselves letting go of all expression. The physical body fully illuminated from toes to crown, fingers to shoulders. This energy begins to flow into the emotional body as they recalibrate and return to their natural state of peace, compassion, understanding, and love. That divine strength, fortifying, begins to expand into the mental body, where the mind continues to let go of any remnants of thought, words, all evaporating as the mental body floods with clarity, opening to providence and revelation. No efforting, no trying. And the energy makes its way into the bliss body, the energy of the soul, the divine, infinite good. And it is here that we allow ourselves to relax, rest, and rejuvenate in the stillness. And should your mind wander at any time, just bring it back to that breath Inhaling the energy through your crown into your hips. Exhaling it, releasing it from your crown. As we be still and know that I am. I invite you to bring your awareness back to your breath. And I invite you to feel or sense the highest point of divinity that you can imagine. Some people just feel a presence, a high vibration. Some see a starburst of light high above them that symbolizes the source of all life, the divine. However you feel it or see it, become aware that there is a power and a presence, a light and a love that is intelligent, back of all life, and that which we call chi or prana, life force, is the movement, and just like the breath. And so I invite you to feel your connection to the energy of your soul, to the energy of the divine, to the energy of life force. And on your next inhalation, I invite you to imagine you're inhaling from that pure source energy, untainted, unencumbered, infinitely glorious. Pulling it down through your crown and bringing it down, and I'm going to invite you to find your earth star, your 10th chakra at the south pole of your energy field, which if you were standing, you would see it about a meter, maybe 3, 4, 5 feet beneath the bottoms of your feet. Inhale the energy all the way through your crown down to your earth star, your 10th chakra, where it will round forward, and as you exhale, it will return up. And we're just feeling the full holy breath, the breath of light. And this is how we begin to ground the energy and expand the energy. I'm going to invite you to join me with the intention of always deepening, always expanding in benevolent and glorious ways. We take a moment in gratitude, knowing that there's no difficulty throughout the universe. There's no difficulty in the divine. There's no difficulty to spin the earth at 1,000 miles per hour. There's an energy that does it effortlessly. There's an intelligence that created our bones and cells and tissues. There's no efforting whatsoever, and I am truly grateful to know that as we commune and connect with that effortless nature, we remember the truth of the one power, the one presence. Whether we call it Allah or Jehovah, Elohim or Adonai, the universe or the Creator, Jehovah or Yahweh, or just the one. We take a moment and we remember that we are one with this, born in the image and likeness of the universal presence. We know that beyond our name, age, gender, race, beyond any of the personality traits, there is a divine holy light that has never experienced anything except joy. Beauty, that is its nature. That is the nature of life. No matter what is going on in the temporal world, the eternal is always good. We allow ourselves to ground those eternal frequencies that we may personalize that good as ever-expanding wellness, ever-expanding peace and clarity, ever-expanding joy, prosperity. Bringing that energy down to our earth star, and as we slowly and gently come back into a lucid state of divine awareness, allowing it to integrate into our cells, bones, and tissues. I invite you, when you feel ready, to begin to open your eyes. And as we come back into that lucid state of awareness, we just give thanks and allow this energy to continue, agreeing to let it be so by saying, and so it is. Amen. And as we take a moment to just relax, always good after prayer and meditation to just let it alchemize, let it integrate into your cells and bones. And with that being said, we're getting ready in about 2 minutes to start our regular service. So for those of you who are here, we're going to open the door. If you need to use the restroom, you can use the restroom. If those of you at home, we're going to stop the live feed for a minute or so. We'll reboot and restart that feed again. So just give us a moment and look out for the next live feed